feels right, it feels right, yeah. I can only say that it feels right, it feels right, it feels right, yeah. I can only say that it feels right.
What's up, YouTube gang? Thank you for coming back to my channel. Appreciate you guys watching. It's summer. It's second day of summer, and it's hot, and the days are long, and the nights are short, and the water temps are creeping up to the low mid 80s, something like that. So for me, what that means is I go deep, deep swim bait to be exact. So been throwing the Osprey line through swim bait, which is just a big swim bait with a treble hook on it, line through. And also been throwing this little gem. That's the Picasso Sugin head, 1 ounce head, 7/0 hook, with a Castaic Jerky J. Awesome deep water swim bait right here. Been throwing that on the 7/6 extra heavy Shimano X-Pride rod. The 7/6 really, I love that length for a swim bait rod. It's not too long, but it's long enough to really help you get those long casts that you need to get these baits down in the depths they need to be at. Throwing it, like I said, on a medium heavy, and I like a little bit of tip. You know, I don't like a real stiff tip when I'm throwing a swim bait, but I need that strong backbone too. So medium heavy seems to be perfect for this. Throwing 20-pound Sunline Sniper on there, just a good strong 20-pound fluorocarbon. And throwing that on a Curado, just a basic Shimano Curado, 6.2 to 1 gear ratio. You know, I don't want to fast reel. You know, I'm bringing that thing really slow. The deal with swim bait fishing in the summer when you're fishing deep is to keep it on the bottom. If not on the bottom, really close to the bottom. I think that's key. If you notice when I'm fishing, a lot of times I'll mash the button, let the bait go back down. I won't do a whole lot of reeling. I'll reel maybe 15-20 times, and then I'm letting it go back down to the bottom. And that's usually when I get my bites. You know, I don't get a whole lot of bites when I'm just straight retrieving. You got to do something a little different. Take your hand off the reel, mash the button, give it some line, speed it up, do something a little bit different, and fish this thing the way I like to fish it. I always try to imagine at all times that a fish is right behind it. You know, he's trailing it all the time, and so you got to do something to make that fish bite. But you know, some of the things I'm looking for, you know, I'm not fishing any shallower than 18 feet. You know, that's about as shallow as I've been getting. Going as deep as 40 feet. And I'll show you guys on the Humminbird some of the stuff that I've been fishing, some of the structure. But just looking for those sharp drop-offs and looking for bait fish. If you can find bait fish around the sharp drops, you're pretty much going to find the bass too. The good thing with that Humminbird is I can actually see the bass. I've got my side scan mega imaging turned on, and I can see those bass, you know, set up right there ready to feed. So it kind of makes it a little bit easy. But check it out and tell me what you think. Fishing the end of an old road bed, breaks off into about 45 feet. Fishing the top of the road, and about it tapers off, starts about 18, tapers off into about 45. There's brush piles all over the top of it. These big bass are just following big schools of gizzard shad out here. That's what makes this swim bait so good. It looks just like one of those big slow gizzard shad. Just the trick is to fish it really slow. If you notice, I'm hitting the button, letting more line out, keeping it down. You want to keep it down and keep it moving slow. If you reel it too fast, that thing has a tendency to roll over. So you want to reel it really slow. It's just got that real subtle tail movement to it. It's not a big hard tail kick. But though, this X-Pride 7.6 medium heavy slings it out there. I mean, I could throw it a lot further. I just don't want to. I don't want to put too much strain on my line, honestly. Picked up this osprey swim bait out of Kentucky Lake Outdoors. Been throwing it around out here in some super deep water. Busted a big nice fat fish on that. Look at that. That's awesome. You don't get a whole lot of bites on something like that, but it's something I like to throw, especially in the summertime on these deep fish. Trigger those big ones into biting. Let that one go. What an awesome fish. He slammed that thing. Throwing it on 20-pound test line. Just an osprey line through swim bait. It's got the treble hook on there. Really helps the hookups. If you notice, I hooked up on that fish, and as soon as I hooked up, the swim bait rides up the line, and you're just connected with that hook. Kind of takes all the leverage away from the fish. But I've been throwing this thing a little bit. That's literally the first fish I've caught on it. And man, that did not disappoint. That's exactly the kind of fish I was looking for with a bait like that. Throwing it on the 7.6 medium heavy X-Bride. Got awesome tip, big long rod. I can really sling this thing out here. Throwing it on a 6:2 ratio Corrado with 20-pound Sunline fluorocarbon. Man, awesome setup for big swim bait fishing. Let's go get another one. Marking some good stuff. I have a feeling it might go down. We'll see. Oh gosh, there he is. Oh, that was wild. Oh, it's a giant. Oh, that's a big one. Stay on there, baby. Oh gosh. Whoa. Stay on, baby. Whoa. Gosh. Oh, this is the kind of fish you want on the swim bait, baby. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Oh gosh. Stay on. Stay on. Oh wow. Stay on there. Stay on. That's the deal right there. Big osprey line through swim bait. Big fat post spawn females like that. Yes. You know, if you're a tournament angler, this is the kind of bait that you shut the door on them with. You know, you got your limit, you got a decent limit. You need to separate yourself from everybody else. Pick up this osprey. You might not just get but one bite on it, but it's going to be a good one. But if these fish are post spawn, your fish are deep, feeding on shad, it's hard to beat a really big swim bait. It's a great upgrade bait, you know, if you're looking for that key bite. Switched up the swim bait a little bit, going with the Jerky J on the Picasso suited head. Take a little back-to-back. Picasso Sujin head. Jerky J. Alright guys, I appreciate you all watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit that little bell. That way you know next time I release a new video. And that does it for me. I'm out.